Welcome. Welcome to another live day trading session. I'm your boy Johnny Trades. Today is January 30th, 2025. Give me just a minute to share my link around. We are trading STAI today, about 200 shares, $300. This looks like the best pre-market momentum trade for the day. It has news, it has somewhat of a low float, quite a bit of volume so far this morning, so we are looking to hopefully get this up to a certain point. You know, $3 would be nice, $3, $4, $5. We will see what happens, or we just bomb and we don't make nothing. So either way, I did lock in a few profits here already. As you can see, I do have some buy orders and a sell order. I bought in at 187, 194, and 202, and then locked in some profits at 207. So we're going to be holding this until open, which is about 5 minutes. I have plenty of shares to buy if it goes down more to bring my position size down, if that is the case. Okay, sharing my links. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. It already looks like it's going against us. Now would be the time to load up a little bit more. Possibly. But for 10 cents difference, it's not, it's no reason to add more right now. You want to add as it goes up, not as it goes down. You guys are all having a great day. We have a lot of new members in the community. Went from, I think we had, we were getting 10 or 15 a day, and then it went to 30 a day. Yesterday we hit over 52 new Discord members, over 100 new subscribers. So we are doing something right here, guys. If this is your first time tuning in, first time watching, then don't miss out on this opportunity to get into a free Discord, 100% free, lifetime access for right now. Get in now while it's free, because it might not be free for long. I appreciate you guys' support. Now let's get it. Let's get to that money, guys. Let's make that money today. To make another 5 or 10% a day, man, I'd love it. 1 or 2% is cool, but I would not mind a little bit more today. And if not, we'll take the 1 or 2%. A couple other companies we'll probably be looking at today. Let's go ahead and go over to our, what is it? Our stocks. Crypto got to 105,000 last night. Not bad, not bad. Mara pushing up slightly, nothing too crazy. A lot of resistance right here at 1870. Stocks, we're going to be looking at a few of these little guys here, but nothing's really moving as the markets are still trading somewhat sideways today. As you can see, QQQ at 522, not really up or down. SQQQ, beautiful trade yesterday. We just did not hold it long enough. We did participate, we just didn't hold it long enough. Nice $1 per share or 3%. Still was a green day. You can check that recap video out late, as you know, whenever you're ready, whenever you want. And you can check the live stream out as well. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Looks like we are potentially selling off right now. I'm just waiting for that 7 a.m. pop. We'll see if we get one. We got some decent news. There is a merger. Where did I see it at? That's weird. Could have sworn I seen it on here. Scan Tech AI Systems Inc. strengthens core team with appointment of new CFO. Scantech deploys AI-driven security screening tech at a nuclear power plant. So that was 45 minutes ago. So some decent news. We'll see if that's going to be enough to get the pop that we want. And then we'll wait and see kind of more action, what action is going to be available. Market opens in about 2 minutes here. 2 minutes. So we should see something. Sound doesn't know what it wants to do. Pushing up to that pre-market level from yesterday. This can definitely sell off, so be careful here. SQQQ could continue to run up if the markets sell off today. So I'm curious to see what happens here. If QQQ does sell off, come back down to this level as it did yesterday, then we can see a nice play on SQQQ potentially. Okay, we really want to focus on this one today, guys. Let's see what happens. Market opens in 1 minute. Top gainers on the day. Everything's just kind of selling off right now, right? So $1.50 this morning. 6 o'clock. Now it is up 25% on the day. I mean, if this one moves, this one could move also to that 470 mark-ish. AMOD could technically come back up to 13. I doubt it. Tech sold off a lot all of a sudden, didn't it? Looking at the daily. Oh no, it's already back up there. It hasn't registered yet that it's way up there already. And here's the sell-off. 184. Just scanning through, seeing if there's anything else that looks interesting. Market opens right now. Market is officially open. A lot of red. It's going to be a fader. Looks like it. Nope. Back into the trade. It is a very red. Holding, we're going to let this stabilize a little bit at those pre-market lows. Okay. And if we got to buy more at a lower amount, we can. Not necessarily something I want to do. I want to see this go up, not down. Pretty sure all my links are spread around. Yep, okay, perfect. Let's see how much this can actually retrace. I'd buy more, but I just don't like this backside of this MACD. Selling off. AMOD. Selling off. TechX still pushing up. SPGC. We want to get a nice little push up here, guys. Sorry for the quality. Quality is not the greatest. 10 people watching. All right, let's go. Double digits. Smash that like button. We're learning how to scalp trade today. We already locked in a few profits. Days real high is only $2, but we're up as high as $20 as early as this morning. Bought and sold a few extra shares here, and let's see what this does. Could technically retrace back to this 172 moving average and pop, or it can just go back down to $1.50. So testing. 173, 174. Now, this would have been better off just getting out right at that little bit of a loss there. Like say, 1%, take a $5 loss, and then you can get back in. Got plenty of shares to buy. I could still buy 1,000 shares. Bouncing right off of that 45-day moving average. Are we going to get anything else, or is it going to go back down to this 200-day moving average? The float, I didn't really care for the float. 17 million free float. Had 13 million volume. Just didn't seem like anything else was moving, and there goes AMOD was the mover today. It broke out of that 340, went to 370. This can actually push. It actually push up to 450, 480 very easily. Hard to borrow. 21% hard to borrow. Nothing crazy. Free float 7 million and the volume's 26 million. So that would have been the entry right there. That would have been a good one to get into. Now that that's halted, people are going to be looking for another company to trade. $169, it broke that moving average. $167, we're getting some people coming in at $165. Really don't want to add more to my position. I really, really don't. Take a look at the overall markets. QQQ, potential sell-off on QQQ today. Or a retracement. We're waiting to see what happens. SQQQ could begin to retrace up. About $1 or so, just like I did yesterday. The markets continue to sell off. TQQ, Tesla testing, but could potentially sell off from yesterday's rally. AMD could sell off. NVIDIA could continue its sell off. Microsoft not doing so good. Meta, Amazon, Apple. So everything's kind of selling off today, which would give me the idea of going at least short on it for a little bit, right? Mara is up. That's odd. Because crypto's up slightly. Yeah, Mara's up a lot. That's weird. Had that breakout of 1870. That's odd though. Bitcoin should not be. Maybe because it pushed up. That's odd. That never happens, right? What's the news on this? Could go to 20. But I think that's exhausted. Look, see right there? That's right where it was last a couple days ago. 1920s. See if we get a bounce. If we get a bounce and a push up, then I'll buy some more. It's got to do something. Got rejected right there. Sound pushing up. Not too bad. LUNR pushing up very nicely, guys. Again. Beautiful move. 4% already on the day. Wow. Back up to those resistance levels. Could have already been up $1. $100 on a company that we've been tracking actually for a while. We've actually been tracking that company for a little while. Jesus. You're really going to sell off, aren't you? What a piece of crap. Short's about to cover. Oh my god, this is insane. The borrowing rate on this is 255%, which means it's extremely hard to borrow this. The volume's coming in. Finally, we're going to be 1 for 1 on volume here. Can't believe Lunar pushed up the way it did. I mean, I can. We've been waiting for that push up. I traded it a day too early and bought the high instead of the low. Should have loaded up in the 20s. Any news on this? No, not necessarily. That's insane to me. Okay, here we go. Finding some support. Let's see if we can get a crossover. Crossover and STAI here at that support level. Looks like it's starting to push up. I am sorry about the quality of the internet this morning. It's really rough. All right, we're reconnected. Just barely though. I have Starlink and it's still not working good, right? So I'm gonna have to call Starlink and tell them to get it fixed. Volume's still pouring in. We're about to cross over our 1 relative volume here. Starting to want to curl over on the MACD. A lot of selling pressure here, which isn't good. There's not a lot of buyers stepping in like it was kind of, let's see, more or less like right here. And right here. A lot of buyers at that open and here. It looks like everyone just dumped it, so. We might even have to do like 500 shares just to bring this average down a little bit. I really don't want to add more to this position. 1932. Kind of, Mara's kind of stuck right there. Lunar, is it going to get the bounce? Or is it going to fade away all day like it did previous days? See how it did this? Choppiness and then sold off back to 20. Or are we going to get even more buyers to step in? Maybe back to 25. Staying above that moving average, which is good. I like talking to everyone in here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one today, guys. Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Matt, morning. Help, morning. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello. Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. Helps a lot. Helps other people that are interested in trading learn how to trade. And also don't forget, we have a free Discord, 100% free lifetime access, but it might not be free for long, so definitely get in now while you can before I decide to make it a paid service. I don't think I will, but you never know. You never know. I might. All right, the volume just is not wanting to come in. 60K, 100K, 40K. Yeah, just not a lot of volume. Down 1% so far on the day. Lunar up 5%. LUNR might just continue to sell off, guys. No, maybe not. Yeah, it's on that moving average, so we want to make sure that we are investing in a good company here. Could continue to come back down to those $20 levels. There's really no news either. Yeah, $21. Could see a nice push up. Looks like it's happening. Just really want to make sure that we do okay with this position here. This is our money maker for the day if it goes up. Doesn't have to, but it could. Even just a 223 is a $50. So looks like the green MACD is starting to open up. Got a little bit more volume on that candle. 150,000 on that one. Yesterday we traded yesterday and it was just slow. It was so slow. SQQQ. It was like an hour-long stream. Didn't do much. And then like an hour or two after I did my recap. And then like 10 minutes after my recap video, it shot all the way up. I was break even, made a buck or two, but we could have been up like $60, $70. Crazy. Gold finally pushing up from those 1622 levels. We also were looking at that resistance. If it broke, it would go up. It definitely did. Now how high up can it go? It can go up tremendous. It could actually go up to $21. I'd say maybe 17 is more likely, but it can definitely keep trailing up. A lot of good trades to take today. QQQ really choppy, not much going on there. Meta up 4.5%, Google up 2.5%, AMD up, Tesla is up. Oh, I know Tesla's actually down now from a nice push up actually. They're actually up much more than that. SoFi is up 3.5%. LUNR is up 5%. Yeah, I may honestly have to just trade the exact same company over and over and over. Because dang. Maybe we'll get a pop on ATHE now that they have a support level here, which was a resistance breakout. AMOD. AMOD pushed up to $5. You guys are kidding me. From $2.90 to $5. That would have been a really nice moneymaker there. MGOL pushing up. What's crazy is we were looking at AMOD this morning. They did have news that, let's see, there's a merger. CEO announced that there's a SPAC merger an hour ago. I must have got this one mixed up with this one. STAI is about AI and nuclear power plants, and AMOD was for, it was still for AI, but a merger with SPAC. Man, that's a nice move. Even buying at $3, 100 shares, it's only $300 invested. Could have made $2.59, which would have been $259 on 300 bucks. It could have literally doubled your money on AMOD. And I'm over here messing around with STAI. Now why? Because it had good news. It had a fairly low borrow rate. Free flow was super low at only 7 million with 38 million volume. Compare the opposite. This had 17 million volume with only 16 million, or 17 million free float with only 16 million volume. So AMOD would have been the way to go. I'm still going to look for a breakout here. I don't know if we'll get it, but we're going to get something out of it. There we go. We're gonna sell at 5. No, we're not. Oh, and how come I only bought 10? I'm gonna buy 10 more, or buy 50. Definitely be very cautious with this, okay? I'm buying a breakout play with news. Doesn't mean it has to go up any higher. It can, definitely. It actually looks like I bought at that moving average. But if it can pass that moving average, we can see more upward momentum, maybe even to $9 or even to $13. This could be an extremely powerful play today, especially seeing how the float is super low and the volume is so high. See if we can get back up. We can get to 550 from 494 to 554. That's $50 right there. Doesn't look like this is gonna hold. That was the move though, guys. That was the freaking move today. See if we can get another bounce. Another pop up. Get our sell ready. 549. Sell 100 at 549. Be $50. Basically break even. It's STAI. STAI is not doing nothing. How sad. How sad is that? This is actually, I think, on the back end. Missed it. We missed the whole move. That's why I hate waking up so late. A lot of these moves happen 5 o'clock. Like this happened right at market open, right? But buying at those lows would have been better off buying somewhere around here. STAI, that move happened at 6:30 this morning. So it happened an hour before the market opened for me. At 6:30. Very beautiful move from 160 to 220. I just don't see it happening on neither one of these now. Wow. Wow. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see if it catches this back 9 here. Huge doji on the 5 minute, so that's not good. Go, holding. Let's see what happens. Can we get some kind of a continuation play maybe? Push back up to where it was. It was a pretty significant push already. Top gainers. At 200% top gainer, it is the #1 of the day. This looks like it's wanting to curl over too. Look at this. From 4 to 7. A lot of red volume. A lot of green volume. There's a big difference, right? A lot of red volume. Ouch. And my computer's being very slow. We are in the red as far as quality. I do apologize. Wow. What a crappy trade, right? What a really bad trade on my part. I'm gonna have to get out of this. Made no progress that entire freaking time. Oh, now the computer's not working. Oh, look, ATHE's moving up. AMOD. Come on, let's get that pump. Get that pump up. Wow. Well, that did not work. Lost for words, guys. Lost for words here. Just not wanting to do what we wanted it to do. We missed the moves. And that's what happens when you try to chase these runners. Fear of missing out. You're looking for a good setup. Son of a gun. Wow. Gotta get out of that one. Could bounce, could not bounce. Finding some pre-market support here. 163 potentially. You see that? Doesn't mean it has to hold. It's actually below the moving average now. Could get back in if it begins to go back up. That's what's good about not, you know, over buying too many shares, right? Buying too many shares at once. I think only was in like 200. Or was it like 50? I think it was like, was it 100 on that one? And I think it was 200 on this one. Yeah. Could this bounce potentially? Could. Now that everyone's watching it. 7 million free float. 50 million people watching or trading. I think it's just going to fade. Probably just going to fade away for the rest of the day. Yeah, nothing's happening here. Yeah. Got too much selling pressure going on. Look at that red. Why would anyone buy up here? I don't know. I did. Yeah, it's just gonna keep fading. Fading away, fading away. I'm gonna buy so many of these shares too, it's not even funny. It just isn't doing anything. We missed the main move here. That's how I feel. People are buying back at that 160 to fill that gap. Guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to buy low to get out. That brought my average down a little bit to 188. Very risky to do, guys, okay? Very, very risky indeed. This does not have to push back up, and I could actually be down even more money than I currently am, okay? So be very careful with what I'm doing here, okay? Do not copy me. 17 million float. Almost had 17 million volume. This is actually holding really nice. just pop up to those pre-markets, 188, 18 cents. Just a nice little 18 cents. An AMOD Alpha Modus. I don't know. Looks like it's selling off. Hour ago. Now, if this pushes, I'm going to have 100 shares to buy because it'll go from 450 to 550 very quickly if it pushes. And that's AMOD. Not a lot of free float, less than 8 million and 50 million volume. Back side of the MACD here. A lot of green here on the tape. Let's see what happens. STAI holding. Buying. Can't. Buying at 454. What? 454? It's kind of a high market. Oh, wow. Jeez. Yep, still the side of the MACD, right? Still on the back nine. What the heck? Not looking good today, guys. Not looking good at all. Well, it found some support at 390. Still holding that support from that gap up. STAI pushing up a little. If we can cross over the moving average, then we can see another push potentially. Can't believe that. Yeah, not the best one to get into. I mean, it was at that point in time. Now, it doesn't seem like it so much, does it? Held too long. Held too long, went in too heavy. Come on. This is insane. This is freaking insane. Probably not the best companies to trade, right? Pre-market runners should only be pre-market. You know, you might get a little bit of a bump after the market opens like this. That's what a lot of people wait for. But look, that move happened from $1.50 to $3.50, and then from $3.50 to $5.50. I mean, I don't know. If this doesn't pop up in the next couple of minutes, we're just gonna get out, take our loss. Same thing with this pre-market Momo, 150 to 220, back down to 160. So I mean, it lost everything except the 10 cents that it made. I don't think these are gonna pump anymore, especially this one has too much volume. Let's see, we're gonna hold a little longer. Looks like it's holding that support the last couple of candles. And it's probably not good to be in 2 trades at the same time. Oh, and it's snowing here. Dang. Okay, so it's snowing really bad here, guys. I may have to actually end the live just to actually manage my trades. Let's see what happens here on AMOD. If it pushes up past the VWAP, then we'll get some more buyers stepping in, and this will actually push up even more. Wife brought me some coffee. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, MACD is officially curling over. Let's see if it can maintain. Looks like it's getting rejected off the VWAP again. Trying to be patient here. Be a whole different story if this pushes up. That's what's so crazy about trading, right? Waiting for those opportunities. Should have bought down at 388, 387, $4. Been up 30, 40, $50 already on this really tiny little move. 12% move. $1,000 could have been up $120, right? And that's what I want to at least educate you guys and show you like what could happen when you buy too early. Should have bought the breakout. I should have bought down here at these levels for that nice breakout. That's okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Looks like it's going to try to push up again. Yes, there we go. Break above VWAP. Let's see how much we can get here. Come on, baby. 459. Looking very nice. This is the most bullish we've seen since that pre-market open. MACD's curling over. If we can get a signal to cross over the MACD, then this will really open up for the bulls. Got some green coming in now. A lot of buyers stepping in on the volume. Here we go. Starting to push up. Let's see how high we can get this to run. At one point, we were down almost $200 on unrealized gains this morning. So to only be down $100 again is a good feeling. There we go. Days realized is only 50 right now. Pushing. This is where we want to see all this push in action. All the push. And sell 100 at 554. 549. Let's go 549. Just get it ready. And then we'll let the other 50 ride if it goes up. MACD is about to cross over. Let's see. Okay. That did not look good. Some sellers stepping in. Got to a high of 465. Got to a high of 465. That was the move. I mean, again, you can't buy high sometimes and expect it to retrace. That was a 20% move. 20% from 380 to 460. Isn't that nuts? And it's selling off. Going to be testing that moving average again. If it breaks this moving average and all this, we're toast. Back down to 200. Wow. We're going to get more buyers stepping in now at 380s. That 380 to 480 move, that was the dollar move, guys. That was the dollar move to be made. That's what happened. We couldn't buy anymore. Look at that MACD. It thought it was going to curl, didn't. Still on the back end of that MACD. Still on the back end of that MACD. Let's go. Let's pump this back up. Shorts, 21% shorts, 7 million free float, 60 million volume. I mean, this thing should be pumping. Oh. This is probably the craziest part about trading, right? Is the waiting part. Wanted to push. Did you see that for a second? Wanted to move up a little. There we go. Step in. Let's get some people in here. 17 million volume. So it finally passed its free float. Come on now. Make all my money back if it just pushes it up $1. One little baby dollar. Doesn't mean it has to, though. It's already done so much today. Don't want to force a trade. ATHE AMOD CEO addresses market volatility in its recent SPAC merger. That was at 6 a.m. Yeah, that was at 6 a.m. I gotta get up earlier. I was even up at 6. MACD is very, very open on the backside. Here we go. STAI is trying to push up past that VWAP now. We might be able to see some nice slow momentum up. Rough couple days, man. Definitely a rough couple days indeed. Got buyers stepping in at support again. They don't want it to drop past 380. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you, buyers. 387. I do apologize. This is so boring. Some of them are very fast. I would have, if I would have caught this move, would have been a whole different story. Would have made 100, 200 bucks, and we'd have been talking about how to be more successful and consistent in blocking in profits. Today's video looks like we may have to talk about risk management. Which is all right. Good morning, good morning. Michael, NVIDIA, what's up with that 125 target today, NVIDIA? Let's take a look. NVDA. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, 125. It makes sense, right? Because that's where it was pre-market, 124.68. I mean, they didn't have the best earnings either. Or no, they haven't actually had their earnings yet. Dang. Yeah, this is choppy. This can go down to 120 technically, so be careful. Go down to 120. It could even go down to 116. Could even go down to 116. Okay, it was there recently, so be careful with NVIDIA. Look at that. That's touching the 200-day moving average on the 5-minute. ATHE. Oh, I had a line drawn. Okay. There we go. AMOD. On the 5-minute, it's not looking bad. I mean, it's holding. On the 1-minute, still trying to hold. STAI still holding. Just waiting for them to curl now. Waiting for them to curl. Should have bought down at this level. Again, just waiting for that confirmation. Waiting, instead of chasing that runner up, we should have waited for the pullback and then got this nice little $1 per share right there. That would have been really nice. Help, I'm in NVIDIA. Nice. Okay. Hey, just because I say it doesn't mean it's true. I mean, look at my trade today. We're a little off. We're a little, though. The markets are choppy right now. They can do literally anything. Look at that, though. downward step though. See that? It tried to get past the pre-market level, couldn't. It failed, sold off, came back up. It's actually lower than the pre-market high. And then the next one's lower, and the next one's lower. So these actually can continue to sell off, okay? Making lower highs and lower lows on NVIDIA. So be very careful. See how mine are kind of flatlined? Like it made lower lows and lower highs, but it actually flatlined at that pre-market level. Same thing with MOD, kind of flatlined right here. So my trade's still technically good as long as it holds. Whereas NVIDIA, it looks like NVIDIA, we had a couple of spots where we should have cut losses, right? We should have cut losses at 122 when it broke that support level from pre-market, right? That was a pre-market support. It held it quite some time, pretty much all morning. It held that pre-market support. And then the next support would have been probably this one here, and maybe that one after hours. So it's actually dropped below 3 or 4 support levels since this morning and continuing to fall. So be very careful with these companies, guys. Very careful, especially now during earnings week. Anything could happen during earnings week. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hold. It didn't hold. It didn't hold. Wow. It did not hold. What the heck? Why? Why are you guys doing this to me? Is how a lot of people could feel sometimes. 7 million, but they're not doing it to you. This is just the way the market works. Right back down to where that gap fill was. What was it? High of 370. Little baby ticker at 370. It got down to 370. So 370 was your gap fill support. Trying to get these bulls to sell out. VWAP. Yep, VWAP is definitely below the VWAP, which is not good. We don't like to trade anything below the VWAP. STAI above the VWAP now. There we go. Slightly above VWAP. I think there's a lot of stops right here too, right? A lot of people put their stop loss at 370. Looks like there's buyers stepping in. Doesn't mean it has to hold though, guys. This is just slowly selling off back to $2, it looks like. That bump is not going to happen. Bounce should be coming if the buying pressure stays. Next support at 3. Ouch. CEO, what's up? Fill the gap down already. Yeah, we just caught a couple slow trades here. Well, I would have loved to have captured some profits today on the live. Looks like we may end up capturing some losses. But this is where we're going to end the live stream. Looks like we've been about 45, almost 55 minutes, close to an hour. So I thank you for your time. I appreciate your support. And join the Discord so you can get my live trade ideas and updates. If I add more to these positions, sell these positions, take a loss, take a profit, I give you all of that information. We don't hide anything here. That's what makes it so great. You can learn from my successes and you can learn from my mistakes, hoping that one day I can be a catalyst for you in your investing journey and your success. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and we'll be back here tomorrow morning at market open. Look out for my recap video on today's trades a little later in the afternoon, and we will see you all tomorrow morning. Thanks, guys, and have a great day. And remember, let's end the year on a green note.